Hello and welcome to this episode of I Don't Know Jack About Parenting, where today we're going to be talking Mother's Day.
So the big question is this: how are parents like us, who don't have a manual, who are doing the best we can, who feel as though we aren't enough, how are we going to raise healthy, happy children who we are proud of and still keep our sanity in that process? That's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Ryan Roy, and welcome to I Don't Know Jack About Parenting, a podcast for parents who are being real with themselves.
Hello and welcome back to this episode of I Don't Know Jack About Parenting, where today we're going to be talking about Mother's Day. For all of you mothers out there, dads, I know you're predominantly the crowd that listens to my podcast, but Mother's Day is extremely important. A lot of times this is a thankless job. They go out, they pour their heart and soul into our families. They go above and beyond to take care of our little ones, even our mothers, and I'll reference my mom a little bit later in this episode. They still love and care for us and worry about us no matter how old we are. So for those special women out there, happy Mother's Day to you. So today I doing something a little bit different. I have a special guest on the show today. This is my 8-year-old son, Cristian. Cristian, welcome to the show.
Hello.
So Cristian, I'm going to have you on the show today, and we're going to ask you a few questions about mom and things that you enjoy about mom and things that she does for you, and then hopefully you'll give the listeners some things that their kids can do for their moms. So first off, tell us a little bit about your mom. What's mom's name?
Lisa.
All right, I'm going to let you know now, fellas out there, listen to this. I'm going to teach him at a young age. You never tell anybody a woman's age, okay? So we're not going to discuss mom's age. And if you do, you always say that she's 29 years old. So how old's your mom?
29.
Perfect. And your mom, what does mom do for a living? What company she work for?
Delta.
And what does she do for Delta?
She's in IT.
That's right, she is in IT. Tell me, we filled out a little thing here for school, and I thought it'd be cool to just interview him with it. It says, your mom is a superhero because why?
She makes me food.
And why is food so important, Cristian?
Because I'm dead right now.
Because you'd be dead by now if you didn't have food. That's hilarious. Does she make you just any food, or does she make you some of your favorites?
Yes, she does. Tacos, pizza.
Tacos, pizza, what else?
Hamburgers.
Yeah, she does make you hamburgers. And she orders hamburgers from your favorite spots sometimes, too. Where's your favorite hamburger from?
Burger King.
Burger King, you think?
Yeah, that's...
So if you had Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's, which one would you go to today?
I'm going to say Wendy's.
You're going to go with Wendy's? Okay, so then maybe Wendy's is your favorite,
okay.
Right? And, what is one of the things that mom always tells you, especially right now in the COVID, right? What does she usually share with you? She says,
go play outside!
what is one of your favorite things to do with mom?
Go shopping.
And why do you like going shopping? What always happens at the end? What is she really good at making sure happens for you?
I get a video game.
You get a video game. So we are in this interview, so I'm going to ask you, when you answer these questions, be a little bit louder so our listeners can hear, all right? So what is one of the favorite things you do with mom?
Huh? What'd you say?
He said, huh? What'd you say again? I said, what is one of your favorite things that you do with mom?
Go shopping, because I always get a video game.
Because you always get video games, or you get something, right? It's not always a
I always
video
get
game.
something.
Whether it's a water gun or a deck of cards or something, you're always pretty good at. Mom's pretty good at making sure that you get something when you come home, right? Fantastic. So what do you think are some cool things that we can do for mom for Mother's Day this year?
Make a flower bouquet. Make a paper flower bouquet.
right? So we got a school assignment, which is kind of cool, and we printed it out, and it's one of the things we're going to be doing and making sure that Mom has. And we're also going to do what?
Buy her flowers, tulips, or daisies.
And why are we going to buy her tulips or daisies?
Because those are her favorites.
That's right. Do you know what colors we should make? Do you have any ideas what colors we could get? Because tulips and daisies come in all kinds of different colors. What do you think Mom would like?
Red.
We'll see if we can get her some red tulips, right? So, Cristian, what else do you think that we should do for Mom for Mother's Day?
Make her favorite dinner.
What is Mom's favorite dinner?
Steak with chimichurri.
Chimichurri. For those of you who may not know what chimichurri sauce is, Cristian helped me make it for the first time last week. It's a couple simple herbs. It is an Argentinian, almost like a salad dressing, but they put it on steaks, you can put it on salads. It is basically parsley, garlic, all minced up with a little bit of olive oil and vinegar and just a little bit of salt. And when you let it marinate all together, it tastes delicious on steak. And we're also gonna do what with her steak and chimichurri sauce?
Roast veggies.
Roasted veggies, right? I think Cristian is completely bored with this interview because he keeps yawning through it. So, hey, thank you so much for joining me on I Don't Know Jack About Parenting. Isn't that the truest title of any podcast you've ever heard? Like, your dad doesn't know jack about parenting, does he? He just gave me a weird look, like I don't know how to answer that correctly. What do you feel like? Does Dad know what he's doing?
Yes.
Thank you so much for telling the audience your truth. Dad's truth is he doesn't know jack. So, Cristian, thank you so much. So there you have it, an interview with my 8-year-old son. That was fun. I hadn't really ever done that with him before in one of my projects, right? But I've done it many times with his school projects, and that was fun. And I think I might do a few more of those with him in the future. So be on the lookout for more interviews with Cristian. But, you know, those are some of the things we're teaching him to do, to appreciate his mom, right? She cooks for him. She makes him his favorite foods. Whatever it may be, knows what she does for a living, right? He doesn't fully understand what she does, but knows the company. He takes a great sense of pride in that. He takes a great sense of pride in what his dad does, right? He loves getting here, seeing me work. Sometimes he's in the office when I'm talking to clients, and he'll ask me questions afterwards, like, why does that person need that, or why don't they know that already, Dad? And it's interesting because he knows a lot of these things because I coach him, right? So it's just showing an appreciation for us as parents, and most specifically on this day, Mother's Day, his mom. But what is it that you're doing to empower your kids, to show them, right? They're going to mimic everything you do. What is it that you're doing for your own parents? How are you celebrating your moms, dads? How are you sharing with your kids? So, for instance, we went shopping for my mom, his Nana, my mother-in-law, his Layla. She likes to be called Layla. And so Nana and Layla both got cutting boards from him and his brother with, you know, we love you, Nana, love Cristian and Jaden. We love you, Layla, from Cristian and Jaden. They're both getting gift cards to go shopping. They're both getting flowers sent. Those things will happen for his mom from me. But I want him to know that he needs to shower his wife, the mother of my grandchildren. And the only way he's going to learn that, dads, moms out there, is if they are taught at a young age. Does he know what he's doing right now? Nope. Will he mimic it when he's older in life, and later in life, simply because that's what he's seen? Exactly. We only do what we know and what we experience, and he's experiencing, you know, mom being appreciated. So one of the other things I always do for my mother on the side, I do it every single year. I do it for I am blessed in the fact that my mother's birthday is within a week of Mother's Day every single year. My mother-in-law also. So I get to take care of those ladies. So I get to take care of my wife, my mother, my mother-in-law, my mother-in-law's birthday, and my mother's birthday all in a 1 week period. Is to write a letter in appreciation and gratitude for the role that my mother has played in my life. I often, in the letter to my mother-in-law, I express my gratitude to her for raising such an amazing woman, my wife, that is raising my kids really well to the best of her ability, and I am grateful for her for empowering her the way she does. And she tells me every year, "Stop writing me these letters. I just sit there and sob." But why does she sob? Because somebody's expressing to her that's not her biological child, but she's told me I'm like a son that she birthed. I mean a lot to her. I mean a lot in her life. And for me to express what a great job I believe she did as a mom means the world to her. I do the same exact thing for my mother at Christmas time every year, and also her birthday. And I think I may have shared in an earlier broadcast, or I say broadcast, but an earlier podcast, that the year my younger son was born, it was just crazy. I'd gone through a surgery. He was just born. Just a lot was going on, and I just didn't write that letter that year. And right after Christmas, I got a call from my mom, or I called her, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she's like, "Did you forget something this year?" I was like, "I don't know what's going on." And she's like, "Is it in the mail?" I'm like, "What are you referencing, Mom?" She's like, "I didn't get my letter. I look forward to my letter every single year. You write the most beautiful letters. I have every single one of them." And I got off the phone with her, and I wrote that letter and sent it out. So know that these moms who do this thankless job year in and year out, day in and day out, from the day that they become a mom to the day that they die, they're always their mom. I am still my mother's baby. She refers to me as her baby. I'm 44 years old. And when people express gratitude, especially those people who they've raised, and thank them for all the hard work, and there's been some suffering, trust me, and some challenges. I am and I'd like to think I was a better kid than most. I still presented a lot of challenges for my mother, but I thank her for always being there for me throughout every obstacle I placed in front of her. So to all you moms out there who wonder if you're doing a good job, as long as you're showing up every single day and doing the absolutely best you can with whatever experience you have, I commend you. And I would say this too: if you feel you're falling short, and most of us do as parents, right? I don't know jack about parenting. Just know there's a lot of resources out there to pull from. And the more you equip yourself with knowledge and apply that knowledge, the better off you'll be. But I guarantee you, if you're listening to this, if you're listening to parenting podcasts, you're probably a 5%er. And that's in a good way. Happy Mother's Day to all. We'll see you in the next episode.
Do you want to be the dad you wish you had? If so, go get my free book, Be the Dad You Wish You Had, at BeTheDadYouWishYouHad.com. Inside, you'll find my most effective 40 tips to quickly and easily transform yourself into the ideal dad. Go to BeTheDadYouWishYouHad.com now and get it while it's free.